Okay guys, I know you guys on the last video seen us getting the little outhouse building and some of the stuff. These are some of the picket fence panels. Some of them are in really good shape, some of them are not. But we've been collecting material up around here, and I've ran into a couple really good deals at estate sales and stuff like that. So I'm going to take you around and kind of show you what I got, and then I've got to get to work building a sheep shelter. So these are some trusses. There's 10 of them there. This top one is rotted pretty bad. The rest of them are in fairly decent condition. You can see over there on the inside, they're pretty nice. They were wrapped, but they have been exposed to the elements. But this is going to make a really good shed for us. Our tents, our carports are falling apart, and I'm going to be building a permanent 12 by 16, which is what you can build without a permit. I'm going to be building that over here for our stuff for storage. At the same time, I got 10 sheets of OSB here, 1/2 inch. I got some T111 siding. Now this is the compressed paper siding. It doesn't do as good out here as the OSB T111, but I've got it covered with a old 3/4 inch sheet of plywood there, which we got at the same place. And then we got I think it's 10 or 12 sheets of 1/2 inch plywood. Going to come in real handy building that shop. All of this metal here came off of the house that over there at the estate sale. They just had it piled up there. I got 33 sheets of 6 to 8 feet. Some of them are 8 feet, some of them are not. And I got 17 sheets of 10 foot and some ridge cap and some odds and ends. Most of these 4x4s come from the moving sale where we got the little outhouse building. We got this commercial sink right here. It come from the moving sale where all that other stuff come from, and got a metal table. Got this hoop house. It is a Shelter Logic, I do believe. It's like a 10 by 17, not real tall, but it will make a really good little shed. Maybe a little greenhouse, not sure yet. Got all odds and ends pieces of lumber from over there at the moving sale. Tons of 4x4s, just tons of posts, odds and ends. And we're not done yet. We still have to go over there and get a load. Last but not least, this is Champ. Same people at the moving sale had him. Pretty sure he's half Labrador Retriever and half Great Pyrenees, or he might be Akbash, I don't know. But we got him. I believe he's been socialized just a little bit too much. He's still a pup. You can see he's been digging holes, but he does like the sheep, and the sheep don't mind him. And he's got a real big, deep voice, and he takes and he barks at whatever's coming around. So got him in here, got him chained up for right now, just because he has been socialized so much. He doesn't have that instinct to just stay with the sheep. He takes and wants to kind of run around with the other dogs and stuff like that. So I just got him chained up for now, just until he learns that this is his place. I've had to put in some panels and stuff because he's a pup. He gets tangled up. He didn't know nothing about a chain. So I've had to take and work it to where he don't get tangled up in the fence. But so far so good, and hoping here pretty soon I can just turn him loose in here and he'll know it's his home. But it takes a little while. So we've got quite a bit of stuff picked up from the moving sale. We've still got to go over there and pick up some more stuff. Just a ton of posts and fencing and you name it, we've got to go over there and get it. But today I've took some time off from some of my other projects to get a sheep shelter built. A couple of these ewes they're pretty far along, and I don't want to be caught unawares. Want to make sure they have a good safe place to have their babies in out of the wind and in out of the weather. So I'm going to get started on that now. I've got some posts to set. I'm going to be using some of those resources we got, some of those picket fence panels. Going to be working it around there and make a little sheep shelter where I can also catch them and doctor them if need be, deworm them, that sort of thing. So come along with me. It's going to be a fun build. All right, folks, my plan here is to use this picket fence. Got these landscape timbers. I don't know, been 3 or 4 weeks ago. If you see my social media, you'll see me loaded them down on my old Mazda pickup. I'm going to use these for the uprights. Just have to see how it goes. When you're building with pre-existing stuff, sometimes you got to kind of be organic. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I have a somewhat of a plan, but not 100%. So I'm going to get to drilling some holes, get these posts set up, and when I come back, I'll be putting this up and kind of going from there. So stick with me. Got the 2 posts in the ground. I got it attached on the bottom, and one of the things I've got to do, I've got to cut a notch out of this so it can set back up in there. This is 3.5, that's 1.5 inches. May cut it completely off right here and just let it slide back in there. I've got it marked on this side too. I'm gonna take a Sawzall, may cut the whole 2x4 off, slide it right in there to where it's level, and then toe nail it with some screws, and that's going to be the back wall. Just kind of playing it by ear. It's going to be a little bit of an organic process because I'm working with stuff that's already pre-existing. I'm going to use up as much of these resources as I can and put them to good use. So I'm going to go grab a generator and a Sawzall, cut those notches out, and then put up the next panel this way. It's going to be on the outside. I'll do the same thing to it, so on and so forth. Things going to look really good. I'm having to pre-drill this old cedar. This is cedar laths. It's so brittle it just breaks up, so I'm having to pre-drill, but it's working. Okay, folks, I've got it framed up to this point. I'm going to run the angle of the roof this way. I'm actually going to use some of these for the roof. I'm going to put screw metal to that. I don't have my sheep running around here. Scared them a little bit. I don't have enough metal to do everything I need to do, so I'm going to use some plywood on the insides of these. I've got quite a bit of scrap plywood, but I do have enough metal that I can cover it. I'm going to take and put, I'm going to cover the whole thing and put a gate right over there in that corner so that I can go in and out. This side will be open, so it's going to be a 3-sided top shed with a half fence here and a gate. This will be closed in on all 3 sides. So making good use of this scrap, some of these landscape timbers that I picked up cheap. I did have a couple of 2x4s. That's what I'm making my headers out of, and then I'm just going to take these and retrofit them to fit on the roof. So now I got my post cut off. This is how high it's going to be in the front so I can go in and out. I went over there and got one of the gates. I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on it to make it swing. We'll make sure it's in the corner so that I can push them up in that corner and in there if I need to. Got to put one more on the front, but I want to get the roof on. And then I'm rethinking what I'm going to do with this. I've got quite a few of these. Thinking about just doing a batten board, drill a hole in there and run a screw in, and just put these over these cracks. And I might put some plywood on the inside too. I don't know, but that right there would seal up a lot. It would be really easy for me to to just take these apart, use the laths to put over these and make a batting board. That would make it nice and tight. So thinking about that. Okay guys, I've got the first part of the lathing on the roof. I had to splice in a rafter tail here and there because this one's turned this way. I spliced one up top and one down here. I'm gonna put another one on this side, and then I think I will move every other lath to the center because it really don't need all that many laths to hold metal on. I'm gonna rearrange all that. It's gonna take me more than one day. It's getting late, but I'm gonna keep working on it. Guys, the sun's going down. I'm gonna take and call it a day. I'll get back at it tomorrow. Got my little gate hung. I had to add a 2x4 here and a 2x4 there. Shuts right there. I've got one more small panel to put in here. I'm really liking how it's looking. I'll see you again tomorrow. See if I can't get this little project wrapped up. All right, folks, it's the next day. It's actually really late in the afternoon. We've been down at the Witch Wells Market. Go down there and talk to folks and get something to eat, have a good time. We hauled another load of the fence pickets. Our stack just keeps getting bigger and bigger, no matter how many I use. There's still a few more of them over there. We also got a chain link gate and some posts, first one thing another. But I'm gonna try and get the other panel on top of there. If I don't get it covered in metal this weekend, tomorrow's Sunday, usually the day where we don't do a whole lot, kind of sit around and do nothing. I know for a lot of folks that's what Sunday is, and that's what we try to do. We try to rest. So I'm gonna try to get that next fence panel up there on the roof and see what I need to do to connect the two so I can get some metal on it. All right, folks, this is what I got done so far. I got the roof partially on. I just need to put metal on there. I've decided I'm going to do the lathing like that right there all the way around, and then I'll probably use the old sheets of plywood I have on the inside just as added wind protection. But this is it. This is made out of just some old posts and some picket. This wood is actually cedar picket panels, so it come together pretty nice. Once I get all the corners trimmed out, I may have to put some 2x4s down in there, right in these areas here, and then frame it on out with the lathing. I've got piles of it that I can take off the other 2x4s, and then that's going to give me some cedar 2x4s to play with that I can cut and stick in. But I'm going to do that all the way around, and then I'm going to go all the way up with pickets all the way around this side on up to the top. Not really closed in, just to have a place. I don't want sheep trying to jump out first one thing another. So some of these sheep they can get pretty wild. So as you seen yesterday, I got my gate on. I got to get a latch for it, and I'm gonna have to put a 2x4 back here behind this. But just some little old things to take and tidy up. But that's going to do it for me this time on this video. These projects tend to take a lot longer than I think they will, and today I didn't get a whole lot done because we went down to the market. Alrighty, folks, just some old scrap, few screws. All them screws are from odds and ends of stuff I bought, collected up yard sales, first one thing another. I bought these posts. I bought all them posts. I think it was 26 of them or something like that for like 75 bucks. So I've used 5 of them here. The rest of this stuff is just all scrap we got out over there, and there ain't enough to worry about. So it's not going to cost me a whole lot. The metal, it'll be a little bit, but I didn't give a whole lot for it either. So made a nice little sheep pen. Sometimes you got to use your imagination. Look at what you got, see how you can make it work. Remember, things may get tight, times may get tough, but you were born for a time such as this. We'll see you later.